Hello, my name is Allison Egan Datwani-Glamorous Yogini, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, we are going to twist it out with a yoga flow that's going to liberate your spine, open up your hips, whittle out your waistline just in time for the holidays. What you need for practice is you need your two blocks, you need your yoga mat, and you could also get yourself a pillow. Take it off the couch, take it off your bed so that you can use it in case you want to sit on it or for the end of the practice during the final relaxation. Now, if you find that you love this practice and you're like, I need to do more of this, I have full 1 hour versions of this in my online studio. So all you have to do is check the link in my description box and that will bring you right to the online studio, and your first class is free, so you may want to check it out. Alrighty, let's get going. Let's make our way to our hands and knees. Take your knees as wide as your mat. Let your big toes touch. Sit your hips back towards your heels, and then reach your arms forward, elbows to the floor, forehead to the floor, wide knee child's pose. If you like to make a pillow with your hands for your forehead, you can do that. And if you prefer to sit up in a comfortable cross-legged seat, you can do that. Possibly take your pillow or your block on its lowest facet underneath your hips to help you lengthen your spine. Whatever you have, seated or child's pose. Close your eyes. Locate your breath. With your mouth closed, deepen your next inhale. Open your mouth, cleansing breath, let it go. Mouth is closed. Take a deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Now seal your lips and deepen your inhale through your nose. Keep your mouth closed as you exhale, nose breathing. Continue to stretch your breath with your mouth closed. See if you can make your breath louder so you can hear it. Hear that ocean wave-like sound being formed in the back of the throat. This will both focus you as well as heat you from the inside out. The next time you inhale, open your eyes. Let's transition to the hands and knees. If you're seated on a block or a cushion, put it to the side. And if you have the blocks, just make sure they're at the top of the mat at the highest facet. With your knees hip-width apart, tuck your toes under, hands underneath the shoulders. Hammock the spine as you inhale, soften your elbows, gaze up, dog tilt. Exhale, point your feet, round your spine like a rainbow, look to your hips, cat pose. Inhale, tuck your toes, open the chin away from the chest, dog tilt. Exhale, point your feet, round your spine, and keep the shoulders over the wrists for cat pose. Inhale, tuck your toes under, gaze up, dog tilt. Exhale, point the feet, lengthen the spine, look at the top of the mat, tabletop. Inhale, kick your right leg behind you, hip height, open the right toes. Exhale, cross the right foot off the mat to the left, roll over onto the baby toe edge of the right foot, swing your hips to the right, look over your left shoulder, and feel your right side body open. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, bend the right knee to the floor, hands and knees. Inhale, kick your left leg behind you, hip height. Exhale, cross the left leg over to the right off the mat, roll on to the baby toe edge of the left foot, swing your hips to the left, look over your right shoulder, feel your left side body open. Inhale, come back through center. Exhale, hands and knees. Tuck your toes under. Walk your hands a step forward of your shoulders. Press your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Bend your right knee. And then bend your left knee. Alternately bend your knees. Walk your dog out in place to open up
through your low back body. The next time you inhale, come high to the balls of your feet. Exhale, spin your heels to the right, all 10 toes to the left. Take a deep bend to the knees as you look under the left arm and twisted dog. Inhale, come back through center. Let your toes point forward. Exhale, heels, let them fall to the left. All 10 toes point to the right. Take a deep bend to the knees. Look under the right arm and a twisted downward dog. Inhale, come back through center. This time, all 10 toes point forward and stay forward. As you exhale, melt your heels down and back to the mat. Notice, does your body prefer long legs, or does a little bend to the knees help you to find more length in your spine? Whatever you notice for today, long legs or bent knees and down dog suits what you feel to create more space and healing in your back body. Go with it. Take a deep inhale. Come high to the balls of the feet. Glide your shoulders over your wrists. Look forward of the mat. Plank position. Exhale, bend both knees to the floor for support as you point your toes. Bend your elbows into the waistline. Lower belly down to the floor through chaturanga. Inhale, thumbs under the chest, shoulders on the back, elbows in. Gaze forward, baby cobra. Exhale, lower down. Let your heels, elbows splay out, forehead to the floor. Press the tops of the feet so heavy to the floor, your kneecaps lift. Press your pubic bone down to the floor and walk your hands a step back, thumbs by your lowest ribs. As you roll the shoulders on the back, look forward of the mat, baby cobra. To grow your back bend, inhale, push the floor away, peel your pelvis off the floor, gaze up, high cobra. To grow the back bend further, opt to lift the knees off the floor, upward facing dog. Exhale, move your hips up and back, roll over your toes, look through your feet, downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale, come high to the balls of your feet. Exhale, bend your knees and take a slow walk to the top of the mat. When you arrive at the top of the mat, inhale, fingertip your shins or fingertip the blocks. Lengthen through the spine and arms, half forward bend. Exhale, fall down and fold with a deep bend to the knees. Heavy arms, ragdoll. Keep the deep bend to the knees as you inhale. Roll up to stand. Once the shoulders are over the hips, you can lengthen the legs, rise the arms overhead, thumbs point back, tall mountain pose. On your exhale, bend your knees, sit back in an imaginary chair, hands in prayer at the heart. Now pull your knees back and pour weight into the outer edges of the feet so you can feel the outside of your hips. Wake up. On your exhale, twist to the right and hook your left elbow inside of the left knee. Look over your right shoulder. Inhale, push the feet down, lengthen through the legs, reach the arms overhead. Exhale, bend your knees, hands in prayer. Sit in your twisted chair, left elbow inside of the left knee. Inhale, push the feet down, lengthen the legs, arms overhead, tall mountain. Exhale, bend the knees, sit down, twist to the right, left elbow inside of the left knee. Inhale, rise up to stand, tall mountain, press the right foot down, float the left bent knee up about hip height. You could always kickstand, left toes to the block or the floor to support your standing balance. Take another deep inhale. Exhale, bend the right knee, step the left toes back, all 10 toes point forward. Keep the arms overhead, and if you need support, hands can be on the waistline. Create heat as you look forward of the mat. Take a deep inhale in your low flying lunge. Inhale, press your left heel down, lengthen through the right leg, left hand down the side seam of the left leg, right arm is up, reverse triangle. Exhale, bend your right knee, right forearm, place it to the thigh, nudge the right hip open, reach the left arm up and over, extended side angle.
Take a moment to push the outer edge of the left foot to the floor and send your tailbone down like cat pose towards your left heel as you spin your chest open to the left. Commit to a deep bend in the right knee as you inhale the left hand down the side seam of the left leg. Right arm is up. Look at the right hand, reverse warrior. On your exhale, let the hands frame the right foot. Inhale, step to plank. Exhale, bend your elbows back, shoulders forward of the wrist chaturanga. Option to hover or lower belly down to the floor. Inhale, either baby cobra, high cobra, or upward dog. Exhale, move your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Now breathe here with your mouth closed. Take a deep inhale. Deep exhale. Inhale, come high to the balls of your feet. Exhale, bend your knees. Inhale, look forward of the mat. Option to jump or take a walk to the top of the mat. When you arrive, your feet are hip width apart. Inhale, fingertip your shins or the blocks, lengthen the spine, half forward bend. Exhale, fall and fold, standing forward bend. Inhale, bend the knees, sit back, reach the arms overhead, long legs, tall mountain. Exhale, bend the knees, sit back, hands in prayer. Twist to the left, right elbow, place it inside of the right knee. Inhale, push the feet down, rise the arms up through tall mountain. Exhale, bend the knees and twist to the left, right elbow inside of the right knee. Inhale, heavy feet, grow tall, arms overhead, thumbs point back. Exhale, bend your knees, sit back, twist your chair, right elbow inside of the right knee. Inhale, rise up to stand tall in mountain, arms overhead. Push the left foot down, bend the right knee, and float the right knee hip height. Option to take the right toes to the block for support or kickstand the floor in standing balance. Take another deep inhale. Exhale, bend the left knee, step the right foot back in the right lane, all 10 toes point forward in low flying lunge. Encourage your left hip back, right hip forward, and if you need support, arms overhead is too much, hands can go on the waistline. Take another inhale, look forward of the mat. Exhale, draw the lower belly in. Inhale, press the right heel down, lengthen through the legs. Take the right hand down the side seam of the right leg. Left arm is up. Feel the left side body stretch open in reverse triangle. Exhale, bend your left knee, bend your left elbow. Take the left forearm to the thigh. Nudge the left hip open. As you press the right outer heel down, reach the right arm up and over. And roll the right shoulder back as you gaze up to the ceiling on the inside of the right arm. Extended side angle. Keep the deep bend of your left knee as you inhale the right hand down the side seam of the right leg. Left arm, reach it up. Reverse your warrior. Inhale. Exhale, windmill the hands to frame the left foot. Step back to plank pose. Exhale, bend your elbows back, chaturanga. You can hover, lower knees to the floor or belly down to the floor. Inhale into your back bend. Exhale, hips move up and back. Downward facing dog. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale, come high to the balls of your feet. Exhale, bend your knees. Inhale, look forward of the mat. Option to jump both feet or walk to the top of the mat. When you arrive, feet are hip width apart. Inhale, fingertip your shins, lengthen your spine, half forward bend. Exhale, fall and fold. Inhale, bend your knees, sit down, sweep the arms up, overhead. Find tall mountain. Place the big toes to touch. Let your inner heels come slightly apart. On your exhale, sit down in your chair, hands in prayer at your heart. Twist to the right and hook your left elbow outside of the right knee. If this is too much, separate your feet and place the left elbow inside of the left knee variation. Stay in this twisted chair just a little bit longer and take a look at your left knee and see if you can pull your left knee back to help square the hips. Send your gaze back over the right shoulder. As you exhale, drop your hips just an inch lower. Inhale, push the feet down, rise the arms overhead. Option to have feet hip width apart or big toes together. As you exhale, bend your knees. Sit back in your chair, hands in prayer. Twist to the left and hook your right elbow outside of your left knee. Option 2, have the feet apart, right elbow inside of the right knee. Here, see if you can pull your right hip back so the knees are even. Take a look at them. Are they even in length? And then send your gaze over your left shoulder. Sit an inch lower with the hips. Build heat. Take another inhale. Exhale. Inhale, push the feet down. Reach the arms overhead. This time, separate your feet hip width apart and then swan dive with a gentle bend of the knees all the way down in a forward fold. Inhale, fingertip the floor forward of the feet, or like me, fingertip the blocks. Lift your heels off the floor. Exhale, bend your knees. Sit your hips to the heels. Hands are heavy, chin to chest, round the spine. You get a nice toe stretch here. Take another inhale. Also feel your back body broaden. On your exhale, lower your hips to the floor. And you can bring your pillow, if you have one, alongside your mat. Make sure the back of your mat is clear. Your feet are hip width apart. Hold on to the back of the thighs as you inhale, sit tall. Exhale, round your spine, chin to chest. Take your lower back to the floor, shoulders followed by your head. Bend both knees into your chest as you give yourself a squeeze, and with the hands on the shins, you can rock yourself from right to left. Give your spine a nice massage. If you find a little area that you want to linger in, you can stay there and breathe into it. Mouth is closed. Take a deep inhale. Exhale. Make your way to center, hands to the shins. Exhale, pull the knees into the chest a little deeper. Lift your head and shoulders off the floor, nose to knees. Take a deep inhale. Open your mouth, sigh. Release your head and shoulders to the floor. Extend your legs long on the mat. Feet are hip width apart. Knees and toes turn out. Palms face up. Shoulders on the back. Chin away from chest. Eyes are closed. Final relaxation pose. If your lower back feels a little uneasy, not so comfortable, what you can do is grab your pillow or pillows, put them underneath your knees, and make sure your hips and heels remain grounded on the floor. As you rest here, palms up alongside the hips, let your breath be in its natural state so that you can absorb what we twisted out. You can meditate on the sensation you feel as a result of your posture flow. I will turn off the session so you can rest for as long as you need. My suggestion is to stay here for a minimum in silence for 1 minute, maybe work it up to 3 to 5 minutes. I thank you so much for tuning in with me. I wish you a beautiful day. And remember, if you want an extended version, check out the link in my description box and come join me on my online studio. Namaste.